like, oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know we had it in him. Like, I mean, a few years ago, they had our brother in the gym and he didn't look too good. He didn't look that sharp. I ain't gonna say he looked too good. He didn't look that sharp. He looked like he packed a punch, but it didn't look like he knew how to actually line it up. So when I seen him actually out in the gym, I'm like, yeah, it's looking good. And then another one I seen doing it, Lil Uzi. I mentioned Lil Uzi earlier with him just being in the gym working out. I seen Lil Uzi, he in the gym, he in the ring, he pow, 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 pow. I'm like, okay, everybody had it. Okay, I mean, yo, when it comes down to any type of training, that is a good way of learning some humbleness and decorum, because you have to get under someone and follow their instructions and, you know, perform at a rate to where as though they see that you are progressing in what you're learning. So you would have to humble yourself, get under them, and have them critique you, constructive criticism, and you have to let you know where you're wrong and where you're right, where you can do better, where you can excel, stuff like that. So when I see people training, any type of training, I applaud it. Like, not a lot of people can just get up and just do it on their own sheer will and train. Some people need a trainer. And for the people that don't need a trainer, bigs up to you guys. But the people that do need a trainer and actually get under somebody and train, yo, honestly, man, big thumbs up. I fucks with that, John. Uzi out there in the ring. Only thing about Uzi, what he doing, like how he doing it, his stance look a little weird. Like, instead of being 1 foot up and 1 foot back, he like both foot up and he just squaring off. I'm like, yeah, that nigga will knock somebody ass out. He just squaring up. Like, yo, that shit was crazy. I was like, yeah, man. Uzi and Meek, they are in a bag with training in the gym, bro. No cap. It makes me want to train also. You know, no cap. It makes me want to do that. But I got my son. He got the gloves. Got the gloves in a boxing match. You feel me? Be having my son in here running them drills. Pat, pat, pat. Jab, left, right, woo. All that. You feel me? Shit, yo, it's good to, you know, learn some focus, staying determined. All of that, man, being inspired and motivated, and also, like I said, some humbleness and some decorum to get under somebody, and some discipline, you know, and some humility, you know, to actually not do it right and to be told, no, you didn't do it right, and take that humility. Oh shit, I didn't do it right. No, you didn't do it right. Do it right. You feel me? That will take somebody a long way. So shout out to Meek Mill and Uzi and anybody else that's under a trainer and that's getting some training. Shout out to you guys. Another thing that I noticed, I've started watching this TV series on YouTube. It's called Chucky. Everybody know what Chucky is, but yo, it's a new TV series on YouTube. If you guys want to check it out, it's good. It's a good watch. Chucky. They on episode 2 right now, and I've been watching that joint, and that joint is way better than Squid Games. My brother told me about Squid Games. He tried watching that goofy shit, and he said that joint goofy as fuck. Only 5 minutes into it, and that's just stupid goofy. The words are not synced to the lips, so that's a dub. He said the same shit. He like, yo, that's a dub. I ain't watching that shit. The words are not synced to the lips. It's throwing me off. It's like some old kung fu shit. Like, yeah, I ain't with it either, bro. No kizzy. Shout out to you, Zoe. Real rap. Squid Game is a dub. But if you want to check out something that's actually good and they got the words actually synced to the lips, perfect. Chucky. They brought Chucky back out. It's not a movie. It is a TV series. And so far, so good, if you ask me. Like, back then, I was scared as hell of Chucky. I ain't gonna lie. Chucky and Leprechaun, them short motherfuckers, man. You know, scared the shit out of me. But now, watching this new TV series of Chucky, I like it. I'm real in tune with it. Like, I'm really liking what I'm seeing. It's coming off funny and a little thrill to it. It's not jumpy, spooky. At least for me, it's not. For the most part, just a little thriller to it. Like, yo, damn, what's gonna happen next? A lot of suspense. You feel me? a nice, good sense of humor along in the series also. They only on episode 2, so if you want to tune in, you can catch up. It's not, they ain't that far into it. Tune in. Chucky, TV series on YouTube. And now, last one. I just saw this last night. And also Friday. They are playing with NBA YoungBoy's life. That's how I'm gonna start that off. They playing with NBA YoungBoy life. If you know anything about NBA YoungBoy as of right now, NBA YoungBoy is, I think, he's locked up still. Although they did put out that they was free of him on bail. He could be bailed out, and I believe he was. Only thing is, it was a little tricky. Check this out, right? So, NBA YoungBoy has charges from New Orleans, whereas though he was facing some charges in New Orleans, and on his way from New Orleans, I think he was in LA and got pulled over by the LA or California police. And when they pulled him over, they found guns, drugs, and all that other goofy shit in the car with him. So this whole time NBA YoungBoy was locked up, NBA YoungBoy was facing charges in New Orleans and charges in California. So come Thursday or Friday, they say, yeah, they're releasing NBA YoungBoy and he'll be a free man. NBA YoungBoy gets free, he's out, and then they say, oh, he's locked back up because of the charges he was facing in California. And it's like, at the end of the day, y'all playing with this man's life. Y'all playing with this young man's life. It's like, y'all knew y'all was going to free him. I guess that's the process they had to do so they can actually charge him for those charges in Cali. Although I thought they could have just charged him with all that shit together. But then again, no, they can't because that's in a different state. So you got to be charged and taken to trial for whatever you facing in one state. And once you do and settle down with everything that's in that state, whatever you got in another state, that's what that state has to deal and do with you. And that's what NBA YoungBoy is going through. Like, it's not to say that he can't handle it. I mean, he got the money for it. At the end of the day, it'd probably leave him a little short-handed, a little broke a little bit. Although he'll still have his fame, so he'll still be able to have an outlet to make some type of money. You feel me? But for the most part, I understand. Well, I don't understand because I never went through it. But I understand because I'm not dumb to see what's going on. And to see what's going on is a lot of frustration and confusion and anger and animosity towards the justice system, and coming from the corner of NBA YoungBoy and his people that he have in his corner. You feel me? Like, I can just imagine the frustration. Like, this young man got kids. Not to say that he's the best father figure and all of that. I'm just saying he's a young man and he has kids. And he has other family members that he take care of, and the way he takes care of them is by putting out music, which he does while in jail, and also going on tour merchandise and all that. Like, anything, any way he can do for his music, that's how he makes his money. And being locked up, it's not so much you can do, but actually put out previously recorded music or music that you record while in jail. You know, but the whole time you're still fighting a case, so you need that lawyer money, you need that court money, it's a lot of money involved. You feel me? And either way, motherfuckers gonna get paid. It's just that when you the victim, you the one that's paying motherfuckers. You feel me? And I'm not saying he's a victim, although how other people may see it as his fans, they will say and call it as him being a victim. I just don't like the fact that 1 minute y'all let this man and y'all let this brother free, and then the next minute y'all hit him with the case from Cali, and it's like, oh, you ain't free. It's paid to be free, but you ain't free. Like, goddamn, man. So shout goes out to NBA YoungBoy and everything that he's going through. Hopefully he gets through it and keep his backbone. Keep his feet rooted and planted and whatever he got in that. And if he needs some help and guidance, hopefully he seeks that to get out of this tough situation and never end up in the situation again. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's enough for that segment. Now let's get into the actual topic of this show. And once again, that segment was things we just can't ignore. We just gotta give our 2 cents on. You feel me? Now we're gonna get into the actual topic of the show. Now, last week The topic was, if you don't know, whose fault is it? And we didn't at all touch on it because I'm recording and I gotta edit and I gotta upload. So I gotta make space on what I'm recording off of. So I gotta record, edit, upload. By the time I got done doing all that, I don't have a ring light to keep this good old lighting. I'm actually have the window open. I have the shade open. You feel me? And the sun is just blessing the kid. You feel me? It's just blessing me. So shout out to God for giving me this good old sunlight without no ring light. You feel me? So look, last week, once the sun went down, recording was over. You feel me? I could have ran. At the time I was running out, doing breaks and trying to get a ring light, and it was to no however you say that, to no avail. I don't have that in my vocabulary, so I'm not going to use it. It was a complete failure. So last week the topic was, if you don't know, whose fault is it? I'm going to use that topic. We're going to touch on that topic to subway into the main topic of the discussion today, which is, why can't people be alone? Or better yet, why can't some people be alone? Because it's not everybody that suffers from that. It's just only some of us. Some of us just can't be alone. And that's an actual problem. We're going to dissect that today. But first, we're going to touch on, if you don't know, whose fault is it? Now, this can be interpreted in several different ways. But you're going to hear like this from me today. When you're young, you're a baby, your mom and your dad, your loved ones, the people that have you in their best interest, they are responsible and at fault, whether good or bad, when it comes down to a child's well-being. Like, it's not so much a baby, an infant can do for itself as a toddler, as a baby, as an infant, you know. So that falls a lot on the parents, 100%. It's their responsibility. They have to take accountability, and whether it's something good or bad, they're at fault for it, period. Now, once you get to a certain age, as far as like you being a young child or what they would consider an adolescent, you know, I believe that's between the ages 11 on up or 11 on down. But let's say by the age of 10 or 11, you become responsible for certain things you may either say or even do. And to a certain extent, what you learn and take on. Because you're 10 and you 11. I mean, your mom and dad, they're going to do, they're going to do what they have to do, and they're going to continue to do what they have to do for a child's well-being that's theirs, you know. And so on and so forth for your loved ones also. They'll have you in their best interest, and they'll try to do as much as they can to make sure you understand and know, and some ways are prepared for things that may occur in your life. Now, by the age of 10 or 11, you have a responsibility of your own to actually do it, or to actually even seek to understand what you are being taught. You know, that is your responsibility as a young child. That's why when you're in school, your mom and your dad and your teachers ask you, tell you, if you have any questions, raise your hand. That's your responsibility to find out what it is that you are having trouble with understanding. So go back to the question. Whose fault is it if you don't know? As a child, as a toddler, as a baby, as an infant, 100% your parents. But from 10 on up, that percentage is going to start to change and vary. And as